Duncan Campbell, 1st Lord Campbell, classical Gaelic Donnchadh na Cailein, and also called Donnchadh na-Adh, English, Duncan the Fortunate, of Loch Awe, died 1453, was a Scottish nobleman and politician. He was an important figure in Scottish affairs in the first half of the 15th century and Justiciar of Argyll. He was head of the Clan Campbell for 40 years. Duncan's date of birth is in 1390 in Loch Awe, Argyll. He was the son of Clan Campbell of Loch Awe and Lord Campbell. Cailein, called Cailein Iangantach Wonderful, and Cailein the Good Knight, was the eldest son of Archibald Campbell of Loch Awe, while Lord was the daughter of John Campbell, and thus heiress to the lands of Ardscotnish and Glenorchy. Cailein obtained a dispensation by January 13, 1366, permitting the marriage of Lord to his son John. He evidently changed his plans and married Lord himself, as in 1372 he obtained a second dispensation, this allowing Cailein and Lord to remarry, after a separation, having already married although within the prohibited degree of kinship. Duncan may not have been their eldest son. A brother named John Anam, John the Weak, is said to have been passed over. Duncan was seemingly the chosen heir by February 6, 1393, when he was granted the lands of Menstrie by his father. On Cailein's death, sometime before January 19, 1414, Duncan became head of the Campbells of Loch Awe. Duncan was twice married, first to Marjorie, d. before August 1432, daughter of Robert Stewart, Duke of Albany, secondly to Margaret Stewart of Argyll, d. after August 1442. Duncan's closeness to the Albany Stuarts led to King James I of Scotland viewing him with some suspicion, and James sent Duncan south as a hostage in England. The documentary record calls him Campbell of Argyll, and gives his share of the liability for the king's ransom as 1,500 merks, more than any other hostage save one. In time Duncan and the king were somewhat reconciled, and following James's assassination Duncan was among the supporters of Queen Dowager Joan. During the minority of King James II, Duncan professed support and loyalty to the regency, while constantly expanding his power in Argyll, often at the expense of the crown. He was nevertheless knighted before March 1440 and created a Lord of Parliament as Lord Campbell of Loch Awe by James II in 1445. He died between February 1453 and May 21, 1454, and was buried in the Collegiate Church at Kilmun, which he and his wife Margaret Stewart had founded in 1442. See Kilmun Church. Their effigies can still be seen in a niche with a wide-cusped arch. His first successor was Archibald, Master of Campbell, also known as Archibald Roy of Kilbride, since he was born in Kilbride, 2 miles from Inverary. Archibald Roy of Kilbride was the 14th Campbell, the 6th MacCailen Moore, and 16th Knight of Loch Awe. His second son by his wife Margaret, Cailein, was the founder of the Campbell of Breadalbane line, Earl of Breadalbane in Holland. His other sons by his second marriage, Archibald, Duncan, and Neil, created the Campbell septs of Otter, Auchenbreck, and Ormadale, respectively. His grandson Cailein, son of Archibald Gillispig, died in 1440. His only child by his first wife, succeeded him as chief of the Clan Campbell. References